Hello, welcome to Super Metro Rando League. I'm bad at Metroid. I'm joined by Plump. Today we're
Hello.
watching. Oh, sorry. Today we're watching a match between Not Now Gwen and Hacksaw. Should be starting any minute now.
Yep, this is week 5, Chozo Logic and Boss Shuffle. And the teams are Not Now Gwen's on Team Tenacious 3, Max on Team Remembered Highway. And at first, you wouldn't think a matchup with two teams with a combined 2 wins would be that interesting, but this is the Norfolk division where there's actually a very large fight for the bottom couple of playoff spots. And two teams are actually both still in it. So this is by no means an insignificant match for both of them.
Then after this match, it's not the same two runners, but the same two teams, right?
Yes, yeah. These teams have not played either of their matches. The second one is in just a couple hours, actually on the same channel.
And we're off. So yeah, like Plum said, this is Chozo settings, which means all majors will be at Chozo statues, in addition to a few items. The way the logic works is you actually have enough items to beat the game at all the Chozo statues. So our first two checks down here are hopefully there's a morph ball on the pedestal. That one's not actually Chozo statue, but has to do with the starting location. And then after that, alpha missiles.
Yeah, it's basically every single like physical Chozo statue, a morph ball pedestal, and a couple of locations deemed as like boss rewards, like right next to bosses after you defeat them.
So right behind the bosses, and then Fantoon gets the one above him.
Yes, yeah, right side supers.
And vanilla morph ball.
I believe the only thing the C could have you do out of logic is like a wave beam heated run, since you're normally only given 3 Chozo tanks, 1 reserve tank. So chat asking about the other spots. It's basically you have the item behind Cray, which is Varu Suit. Right supers for Fantoon, behind Ridley for Ridley, and a space jump for Dragon. Even though that's already a Chozo anyway. And checking
Quite a,
the right side here for extra items. So these are out of logic. Those are not considered in the Chozo logic, but it's really good just getting some extra ammo early, because that could be a shortcut. Yeah.
Never turned down 3 packs of supers in the first 2 minutes.
So yeah, since we only have sorry, go on.
You good?
I was just saying, since we only have supers, the runners are going to have to find some type of explosive at BT, which could be, it's in major minor, it's normally bomb, screw attack, speed, but in this mode could also be just another power bomb pack, or I guess their first power bomb pack.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that players still syncing up pretty nicely. So struggling a bit with climb, but should be a pretty. For the movement's about the same.
Yeah, Gwen going for more of like a jumping or platform strategy, and Hacksaw opting for wall jumps up the right side.
Parlor by Hacksaw. On back a little bit of time. MBT is speed booster.
That is often something you really don't want to see Chozo. just because it unlocks the least amount of stuff early. Because there's additional I saw us firing a bit at the statue.
Yeah, Varia takes her
Okay.
off, so the statue's not going to wake up.
Yeah.
It is possible to Gauntlet, but it's definitely out of logic, I would assume, unless these are pretty intense logic settings.
I don't know if you can do that with this low health. But basically, yeah.
Oh yeah, health. That's right. You don't have enough to speed to. I think you need like just over 100 to get through.
Yeah, both runners are going to have to leave behind a Chozo statue location, which is at 230 missiles, because they just don't have any access for that.
Yeah, and combined with Gauntlet, that means there's 2 Chozo statues still in Crater. Yeah, so I'll be coming back here soon.
I also like how Gwen remembering to fire super at that Turin door, in case this is some type of chargeless seed.
So next check should be Reserve.
Yeah, no need for the mock ball here. Can just use the intended speed booster.
I always forget about that. I always do the mock ball anyway.
And it's vanilla, okay.
Lovely.
That
I mean,
is
Reserve is never
actually
bad, but
okay. A nice E-tank in the back too. That is really interesting. If we do not find a out of logic power bomb, because both checks in Big Pink require either power bombs or regular bombs.
yeah, they can basically only hit the missiles above charge, or they could get the normal supers under Spore Spawn. That would require, possibly soft locking. Would you do go back and check Gauntlet, or assuming that this is some power bombs here?
I mean, you can't even do that. So you just kind of have to see what Big Pink gives you. And nope, that's the first item is just a missile.
And more missiles.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I mean, there's not a lot of options here. Because the runners could either gamble on Spore Spawn, having power bombs, and Gwen's not going to do that. Or it could be alpha PVs. That's also a massive gamble because that's a one-way check. Or just go down. But this is a lot of locations that they're both not going for Spore Spawn. A lot of locations that they're leaving behind.
Yeah, after this, high jump boots is accessible.
Yeah, high jump boots is in logic, and I think that's about it. I mean, we definitely don't have enough energy, at least logically, to do heated runs.
Spacer still.
Yes. Oh, Spacer too. Yes.
There's like 4 checks, 2 of which are Chozo statues. Then yeah, they have speed boosters, so getting to Bubble Mountain's not that hard, but with 1 E-tank, 1 reserve tank, you can't really get very far.
I don't think the E-tank was a Chozo, because we've literally just had supers. Well, Screw Attack opens Gauntlet. Wow, that's interesting. But yeah, we've had the super at Alpha Missile and a reserve at Reserve and a speed at BT.
What an interesting seed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the most optimal play is here, but I think it's pretty understandable if runners going for the most straightforward checks, at least the ones that won't soft lock or make them have to do a big loop.
Yeah, so high jump boots while you're down here, and then alpha PBs, followed by, I guess, back to gauntlet.
I'm not sure whether either runner will try to do out of logic ice since they're here, but it's definitely not very fun with the limited health they have being a heated room, because you'd have to do a very tight mock ball for the escape out of the ice room.
Yeah, the low energy and the lack of explosives make ice not very fun. I definitely wouldn't do it. Spring ball.
Yeah, spring ball, I mean, at least they got it early, but it's not a particularly useful item in Chozo, unfortunately. Oh, most supers, at least. We're already up to 30 supers. It's 10 minutes into seed.
Both players are within 7 seconds of each other now. Old Mother Brain, so yeah, there's places where power bombs could be that aren't Chozo statues. Not many.
I saw taking a save.
Maybe doing ice? It looks like he's farming up, so I'm guessing it's ice.
Yeah, this is not great health, even if it is power bombs at ice. Oh, nice try with the speed there, though.
Ouch.
Come on, Hacksaw, get that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
okay.
that. Oh, didn't have full
Death.
reserves.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure when Gwen's... Or, go on.
Said I probably would check Bubble Mountain actually, just because you're there, and I've been trolled by many seeds where I forget the speed booster makes that free.
Oh, I mean, you do need bombs or PBs, though. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, to get
Getting
around
above
to
the
the
blocks. Hacksaw is unfortunately going to realize, yeah, you can't go here. The same thing. You need a bomb or power bomb.
One of those things where
Or
you really
second
get
trade.
this far without it.
He's going back down again.
Guess
He
check
might-
an ice.
It has to be just refilling again.
Oh,
Oh, in a
sorry.
Varia suit at Alpha.
Yeah, that puts Gwen decisively in the lead.
What a weird seed. I mean, that I guess makes ice possible too, but she will have to loop all the way back around. And at the very least, she's going to check Gauntlet, and if it's not a Gauntlet, she might actually have to do the Spospo fight.
This is boss shuffle, so I mean she could go check Ventoon's location, but really not worth it. 1 in 4 chance that it's Ventoon, and if it's not, then you just wasted the trip mostly.
Okay, and Hacksaw is going to change his mind again. This is right.
Good job, Hacksaw.
Yeah, because it was highly unlikely for ice to be required there. Or to be some convoluted route where you wanted to go back to ice for an item.
Varia Randomizer loves to do that though, like alternate items on opposite sides of the map just to make you walk for it.
Yeah, I can attest to that personally.
Luckily, Varia doesn't always enforce that, so you can oftentimes just disregard the intended logic.
Nice strategy with the speed booster too. Just to skip a couple of those wall jumps. I I absolutely hate doing those gauntlet wall jumps.
Hmm. And we have major parity again. Actually, both players have the exact same items.
Okay, regular bombs. Well, at least no spore spawn fight required anymore, which is a little disappointing. And that does open up to both 230 and charge beam.
It says now Kraid. I'd probably clean out Green Brinstar, as you can get everything anyway.
One's saying no to missiles, which I don't know about that this early. I feel like going up to at least around 30, like 30, 35 missiles is nice. You feel like just not having to worry about charge anymore. When could actually, the fact that she's at 230 means, is it possibly faster to do meme route? Oh wait, no, you can't. Still, no power bombs. What am I saying?
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't remember the power bombs are off the menu.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird seas that we have to do just 2 whole laps around the map, or the top of the criteria in Brinstar. Yeah, it looks like it was just an E-tank at 230 just now. I believe that's our first Chozo E-tank. And Hacksaw deciding to actually go out the front wave gauntlet, which I don't really know. I'm not sure if that really saves him any time. I would have preferred him to, if I was in issues, to check back a gauntlet, because that's like 2 items that could easily be like solid E-tanks or more supers or even an out of logic power bomb.
Yeah, Hacksaw doesn't know those are 2 missiles. At this point, it could be very useful.
Nice job by Gwen getting this set up without Moonwalk for backdoor Spospo.
I think she was on the furthest back pixel there. The furthest back spot. Usually I'm forward, I think.
And there they are.
Power bombs.
First power bombs.
So it would have been faster a long time ago to save and go to sports spawn.
Yeah, I mean, having that actually do the fight is never optimal. But I mean, yeah, that could have been interesting if either runner just decided to gamble on sports spawn first.
ABSS.
So the bomb actually kind of bailing both of them out too, just eliminating the need for that fight. And early plasma beam is pretty nice too. Both plasma and screw just kind of making fighting regular enemies easy. I would have gambled on Spo. Always bet on Spo.
If the mood took me, I might have. I don't know. Just so much time because you have to save and then a million doors and waiting for a boss cutscene.
Yeah, no. Chat asking about Waterway. Thankfully, we do not have speed locked locations in chosen mode. Basically, if it's not an actual like physical statue, you can see there at Spore Spawn, it's almost certainly not a major location.
Yeah, there's a lot fewer locations. The one that frustrates me is there's like one Chozo for the entire upper half of Wreck Ship. It's just like half your day gone if you decide to check that one.
Yeah,
Hacksaw going for
also
Waterway.
Croc gets even worse when it's already slow check with only having one,
Yeah.
and West Meridia is just empty. There's nothing there anymore.
Don't mind empty because you can just walk through it. It's the one check at Gauntlet where it's like, okay, walk through 6
Yeah,
rooms.
this is ironic because right when chat's talking about Waterway, Hacksaw actually going and finds an E-tank at least. That's honestly not the worst outcome for him.
Might be the best one there, depending on whether or not they find charge.
It's just unfortunate because this is just really slow when you don't have gravity. And Gwen's in a good spot here because she can definitely do 3 out of the 4 bosses at whatever happens to be here at Kraid.
And she did save, so. Oh, Vanilla Kraid.
Yep. Kraid is flaw is. Okay, there we go. That's the right timing. Nice job. To back up. Quick kill.
I think she got a bonus one in. The overkill is always appreciated.
There's another Chozo E. That could be... Well, since we have various suits, it's not really logic besides, I think, X-Ray with E-Tanks. Because that is a location that both runners are choosing to skip right now, since it's not really a great method of getting to the item location. And Hacksaw just going to bypass the boss fight, which isn't consequential, but it is could be knowledge that might be important that he didn't have.
You don't know a lot of runners who boss shuffle won't go into Kraid until they can kill all 4 bosses.
Yeah, it just really depends on how comfortable you feel about what bosses you can beat. And okay, Vanilla Ice Beam. That's a solid pickup. I feel like it's useful or it's nice to just skip the crate check if you could do out of logic stuff like Suitless Dragon. Because even if they find, let's just say they find high jump, which puts lower Norfair in logic, it would be a concern on, I mean, it still is a concern on both players' minds if Dragon is in lower Norfair and they don't find gravity.
Okay, Gwen is checking crumble missiles. Maybe this is to go to Croc.
Yeah, this is very interesting. My Gwen.
Okay, yeah. She's
Because
going to Croc.
this feels like Croc. Yeah, it has to be Croc first, because there's no reason otherwise you'd take this route.
If I had charge, I might do Croc first here. As it is, this is pretty slow, right?
Yeah, so an interesting quirk about Chozo logic is it gates several bosses behind Charge Beam. So right now, what Gwen is doing is technically out of Chozo logic. Crocomire is, for some reason, coded as one of those bosses that you need Charge Beam for.
Really?
Yeah. It's him, and it's Bot Wound, and it's Ridley. So, like, if there's a required item behind Croc, like, let's just say Croc had Gravity Suit, Gwen should instantly know that Charge Beam is an accessible location.
Very interesting.
I'm still not really sure about why she's going here before Bubble Mountain, but again, the runners are still looking for some logical access to Lower Norfair at the very least. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bubble Mountain is empty, that both runners would go here for Croc. Oh, finally more PBs, even though it's not needed as much since they have ice and bombs.
X-ray. Skip an X-ray.
Ooh, I understand, but if I have like any part of the microwave in progress, I pick up the X-ray. Oh,
Yeah,
and then that's unfortunate. Just face planting the Spazer beam.
Womp womp. Yeah, Batoon's still alive. Raygon's still alive. Fentoon's still alive. X-ray is in play. They have plasma. X-ray is definitely possible. Right, microwave.
So one more check here at Bubble Mountain. And it's just another E-Tank. Is that... I'm not sure, is that 2 or all 3 Chozo Es? Because I believe X-Ray should now be in Logic. Because I know for sure they've seen the reserve as well. So yes, without a doubt, X-Ray could be something. I'm not positive on either runner's how comfortable they are with bootless Lava Dive, but again, the issue is just Dragon possibly being in Lower Norfair, and there's not really like a way that they can get out of that fight right now.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go to Wreck Ship now. I'm not comfortable with this layout. I probably wouldn't be able to do X-ray. Like you said, I don't know how Hunter Hacksaw feel about that. I guess you can spring ball wall jump in X-ray now, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, X-Ray is annoying, but they actually have several tools to deal with it. The bombs and the ice, and even Spring Ball to make the bomb jumps easier. And I actually do like the skip from Hacksaw, or skipping Croc, because with no charge beam, Croc is just not, again, in Chozo logic. Although he's just gonna go kill Crate first if I had to do that.
Yeah, that Croc
Yeah, it
skip
could
might
be
make
the convoluted thing where the charge beam is in like Ship or X-Ray, and then you have to go back down to Croc, but just that's relying on like another item's location.
my money's on Fantoon being at Fantoon now.
And Hacksaw not farming up the full. He did have enough ammo for Ridley, but decided to save the time and will be rewarded now just with the much simpler raid fight. And also gets a quick kill, so nice job on both the runners. I still really struggle with that kill if I don't have Charge Beam. And he will pick up another E-Tank for himself. And Gwen's still skipping missiles. Oh, and might be slightly punished by that, since she lost some momentum having to jump over the item.
You can Shine Spark back up pretty easily from the second hump. There's 2 little bumps in the ground, and the right one will drop you right next to the platform.
And Hacksaw is going back down.
This is Croc.
Yeah, I like the Croc skip at first, but I'm not so sure about this. If you already committed to skipping Croc, this just loses a lot of time. I guess he has a safe scum at least, because there's no way he wants to keep that Spazer Beam.
Yeah, always commit to a strat. Especially with, like, there's more checks both above and below Warfare, so might as well go to Tune and even X-Ray.
Like, I do understand from Hacksaw's point of view where this can, like, majorly pay off, but I would have just preferred to just gamble on it now instead of having to backtrack.
Well, it's like you said, he committed earlier. He, like, went up the elevator. So if you're already skipping Croc, might as well commit to it.
Gwen, unfortunately, not taking the speed way back. Which, again, we've seen her skip missiles before, so this is a little surprising to see her checking this one minor item location. She might be still wanting more supers or an E-Tank, possibly.
Hacksaw is checking some miners.
Yeah, he did skip. Oh, nice, more supers. That puts him at the 45. He did skip the Croc E, so we'll see if he checks out on his way out, or actually,
I think
again,
he got
I
that.
think he saves scums. Although it's
Really got
weird
the Croc.
because he could save. Yeah. Gwen's not gonna go for X-ray just now, which I understand. It is a bit dangerous, but Berry Suit does help a lot with those spikes, and X-ray could have been something huge, like the gravity suit or high jump for lower Norfair.
And another faceplant into Spazer. Okay, not gonna save scum.
Yeah, this is again. I like always remember to save, but I'm not sure why he even took the save then. If he was gonna even grab Spazer Beam, which is like pretty much the worst thing he could have found.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably wanted to keep the super missiles, but there's so
Yeah,
much
like
left in
after
the
he
game.
got the supers.
There's 3 golden statues left, so they're gonna find plenty of miners between now and then.
When going for the spark setup, and gets across the moat. The one downside of, fortunately, using or shrine sparking is that energy use, because there's no guarantee this is Fantoon. It's even though it's probably Fantoon, and she's also not taking a save. I don't remember when her last save was,
I was about
but
to ask if she saved in Red Tower or not.
yeah, I don't believe so. Actually, chat talked about if what bosses they were. Oh, it is Ridley. Okay.
Okay. Exact number of supers. Not great health. Oh, missed one.
So Ridley has to be guarding progression. Well, actually no. Oh, Gwen, don't take that. Oh, okay. That was
Tower
close.
stopped. that was scary.
No, yeah, actually I realized this does not have to be progression. If it's just purely progression at X-ray instead of charge, or it's progression here.
That's grapple.
Oh, it's
Okay.
just a grapple beam. So, I mean, that gives her even easier access to X-ray. So that will help. But unfortunately, Hacksaw is going to go up as well, and possibly missing an opportunity to take the lead by going directly to X-ray. I mean, honestly, kind of a nice bailout for both players, because doing a nice double pilot boom, by the way, but doing X-ray without grapple or space jump, like the other strats, are never optimal or something you want to do.
Well, not me, but some runners will just run into X-ray with 0 E-Tinks like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this is why X-ray is just so powerful in both Major Minor and Chozo, because it's just conveniently located, but the vast majority of times you aren't going to have one of those like easy access items. Yeah, it's really weird what the logic wanted you to do with the seed, because you're expected to, or I was expecting the vanilla Fantoon. Gwen taking a refill at ship, which, not sure if it's faster than Sloters, if there's a store transition. I like it's both
might have been for
one.
the supers.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Re-supers,
and the reserve.
Otherwise, if she ends up fighting Batoon, it would, have to go farm ammo somewhere, which there's no place good for that.
Yeah, I would be highly surprised if any runner checked Billy Mays in Chozo. It's not a major location. It's really slow and uses 3 power bombs.
Yeah, definitely not with vanilla start.
And Hacksaw also not saving. Although he might have saved the ship, but again, it was a very off chance that this was Dragon. Okay, Red Tower. I see. Yeah, makes sense.
Could it have been Dragon? There's no way to escape. I don't think they put gravity in behind Dragon.
No, they
Logically.
can't do that in at least before playoffs. And
Oh,
there's the gravity. Big pickup for Gwen.
if either player knew how to do a early gravity, early X-ray check, this would have been a very different race.
Yeah, not the best movement loadout for Lower Norfair, but she just needs ammo now.
I was about to say I'd do Iridia first, the Dragon, whoever's at Dragon, but now that I think about it, there's only one Chozo really on path that way.
Ice Clip should be in Logic, as long as the very Rando. I think Hacksaw. Okay, no. For a second, I thought he was gonna check the minor location. But this is a pretty significant lead for Gwen. Just the fact that it was the gravity suit, not high jump, means she can just have decided either commit for ammo or for charge. And unless charge is really trolly and she missed for charge, it's gonna be kind of tough to see where she would lead time to Hacksaw besides movement. In terms of ammo, Hacksaw, they both actually have about the same amount, since Gwen has one less super pack but two more regular missile packs.
Yeah, the only way I can see a major difference happening now is if Hacksaw goes to Meridia and Gwen gets stuck in Dragon, but I'm fairly sure Gwen should be able to escape with grapple.
Nice gravity jump by Gwen to get up the lava dive. And taking a save, so based on how she's played, Gwen definitely leaning toward the charge strategy more, because this might be a reset if something goes badly at the green gate glitch. Or possibly have a screw attack, although I don't know about that, since she does have a way up from the screw attack item.
Yeah, she has a few ways. I could do jump, spring ball wall jump, or kill UT and speed out. That would cost all the supers.
A nice gate glitch. It was very early, if not the first try for her.
I think I counted 3, but yeah, that's pretty good. And supers, what?
He- Hmm. I don't know about the reset. It's not a big difference in just keeping it. And if you just... And she's not that far away from ammo mode.
Yeah, this
Axel
seed is
going to
weird.
Meridia looks like.
Yeah, this could be significant. If whoever gets to if somebody gets to Dragon without an ability to grapple escape, that's gonna be it. I guess I have bomb
This
jump. Never mind.
this is also kind of rough for Axel just because he doesn't have charge beams and Dragon's not dead. So what he's doing is possibly just out of logic. Like, I would like this play more if Dragon was actually defeated.
So there's no statues at Mama Turtle.
I also wouldn't have been that against him actually game on Shaktul either, since Shaktul is in logic with ice, or an easier way would be just be grapple and bomb jumping up using spring ball to help.
I'm just glad we got last minute divergence. I thought this was gonna be Hacksaw following Gwen into Lower Norfair. But it's still a race.
Yeah, Hacksaw. He went to Mama Turtle, which are only minor item locations. Was actually thinking about going up to Watering Hole and decides not to. Yeah, we're still... It really just is charged. That's the only interesting left about the seed. Because the Ridley fight was out of logic. So it could be a Fantoon in Lower Norfair guarding charge in Wreck Ship. And Hacksaw, unfortunately, will have to... If he's going to commit to Merida, is going to have to defeat Bot Wound chargeless. But has a good amount of ammo.
Looks like Hacksaw is saving. Or not risk it anyway.
And it is Dragon in Lower Norfair. So we have Fantoon.
I'm gonna get a Chozo statue here.
Yeah, that's another unfortunate part. This routing. Fantoon.
Trying to imagine a way that Hacksaw could win. I'm not seeing any path or how the dice roll out.
His ammo is doing well. He has 60 supers, so really close to ammo go mode. It's just the routing is just gonna pay off so much more for Gwen. Already completing this Lower Norfair boss. Nice quick kill to grapple.
I saw a vanilla E above Bot Wound and behind Bot Wound. It's a great item, but may not be useful.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you have the full beam combo, but no charge beam still.
So charge
I'm
it
also
at a
not so sure about
shackle.
skipping those missiles
Missiles?
since Hack's so close.
Yeah, he's basically go mode. One missile might push him over the edge.
Yeah, if you have a Zeb skip item or way to Zeb skip with either ice or speed, you normally 40-60 is the reasonable amount you go for, so you just refill in all the doors. But going above is always better if you can, like around like 50-60 is what I like to target.
Interesting. Unchecking fireflies.
I think with how close she's beginning to get to the end of the seed, she's going for an extra E-tank or more ammo. But this getting out of fireflies is not nice. You have to kind of hit that tight wall jump there, but she gets it. And oh, finds supers in jail. And more supers I heard to repeat this, right? So that's going to put her up to 35 and 55.
Not quite there, but close. Clever use of no power bomb in that spring ball maze. I haven't seen that. What's Hacksaw doing? I guess getting more miners? Or maybe checking Shack Tool.
I don't. I believe they pick up those aqueduct miners already? I guess this makes sense though because he can take Sandpit on his way down to Lower North Area. We see power bombs on the left. Oh, and just an E-tank. Yeah, Axel's gonna skip that. And Gwen is up to 60, I believe, supers now, so pretty much in go mode, probably after like one more super pack, I imagine.
Technically, you could do it if you refilled on the doors, but not comfortably.
Yeah, if you're under 40-60, I believe you have to kill the Zebs and destroy the glass. Which is, yeah, very, like, not optimal. Because that's, like, multiple refills. Missile refills. Yeah, there's a super here at reserve, so that is That is go mode for Gwen. And she
Mm.
even has the luxury of being able to skip bot wound, just go around through Cack Alley. And Hacksaw, by the way, living up to his name, taking their team name, taking Remembered Highway down to Lower Norfair, although not using the intended vanilla grapple strats.
Yeah. It might be about slightly faster to do. It's just damage boosting like that. I don't know.
And let's hope Gwen remembers the bot wound bypass, since I witnessed a runner forget about this this route for a bit, or at least in his mind forget about this route for a bit yesterday. But she remembers. She's heading over to Sand Hall and the tube. Oh, chat correcting me on... Wait. No, that's actually that might be a joke. We have another team called Southern Route. Or I could be remembering it wrong too, but we have a very strong team with Kip called Southern Route in, I believe, another Bridstar division? No, Criteria division. Oh, okay. Okay, I stand corrected then.
Okay, Remembered Highway is the...
For the longest time, I thought it was that KPDR route, not the new route. Oh, was it? Okay. Well, I apologize for my lack of knowledge then. Just... That's a speedrunner thing.
It hip hop or damage boost manipulation to get on the spikes there by Gwen. Haven't learned that one. I'm not great at Coliseum.
Yeah, I know
Missiles.
there's like ways you have to kind of manipulate the D-boost either, especially on the way back. Wave was at Screw Attack? No, it wasn't Screw
No,
Attack.
Wave was
that was a
behind
super.
Dragon.
Yeah, Dragons.
Hacksaw will most likely get Wave, unless they think it's not worth checking for Charge Beam behind Dragon.
Yeah, because right now Charge is still in logic everywhere, technically. Just
It's
because
either...
a really fight was not at least required by logic in the Chozo seed in the seed.
I think the only statues we haven't seen are Wreck Ship, the one underneath Bowling, Wreck Ship E-Tank, and then Shack Tool and Plasma.
Yeah, just
Oh, and I
those
guess
two areas.
Phantom's item. Like supers. That is G4 for Gwen.
Yeah, Hacksaw is about to get his G4 as well, but as of now has the worst ammo and a much longer journey back up to the ship in Turin. Yeah, Hacksaw unfortunately not with like a quick grapple, but setting up for okay there, the sideways one. We'll also pick up
Also
his
not
wave
getting
beam.
wave.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes ice skip easier as nothing else. Zeb skip.
Gwen actually wants more supers. I mean, it's understandable. There's no reason that these aqueduct checks are pretty fast. Like now that she's like super comfortable. This is so much ammo.
I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't refill the ship now. Or save the ship, I mean, like, just go for it. Don't even bother saving anywhere.
Yeah, no high jump is a little annoying. The grapple up here. So it's just, I believe, yeah, grapple or sorry, not grapple. High jump and space jump and charge, along with the 2 missiles. Our last chosen locations. Gwen is really far ahead. Like this, she would have to majorly screw up the ammo in Turian. Just Hacksaw's still not in his own ammo go boat and has a much like super long journey up to the ship.
Yeah, she'll be in Torian by the time that Hacksaw's in out of Lunar Fair. So that's at least a minute or 2 lead.
Yeah, I mean, chat saying about 3 minutes. I think it's possibly even a little bit more than that, just because of having to collect these last few items, even though we know that there are some supers here that are convenient. Yeah, Hacksaw's at 3070 now, leaving Lower Norfair, which should be very comfortable, but we'll see how if he wants to pick up a little more ammo. Because that's equivalent to, I believe, 60-60.
Gwen's entering Torian at 103.40 was when she got to the elevator. So, see how much further behind it is.
Yeah, Gwen not taking ship refill, but that's fine because she has, again, a lot of ammo, and Ice Beam makes the Metroids have much better drops.
Yeah, she also left 2 super drops on the table a second ago to make up after one of the Metroids. So, very comfortable ammo.
Oh, almost had perfect Metroid Room 3 there. Bombs are a great backup too for when you get grabbed. So you don't have to power bomb the Metroids.
'72 Super is still plenty.
Yeah, if she supers the Ghidorah 2 doors, that's gonna leave with 4569, which is I believe like 12 extra supers worth of ammo. And yeah, Baby Skip is already hard, but like even worse with the no high jump.
We're taking a save anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if she feels like she's in a great spot, there's no harm in safety saving here, especially with the danger of soft locking at Mother
Yeah, I'm definitely
Brain.
not criticizing. I'm just like shocked
Yeah.
because the rest of it seemed very cavalier and confident. Oh, so close. He was like in the Zeb.
Yeah, I prefer jumping facing the other direction and spinning back around. I'm also again I'm aware of the other down back alternate skip. I'm not sure how it changes depending on the loadout or whether not having high jump affects that skip. Yeah,
One
Gwen
missile
with
and 27, 27
yeah,
missiles and one super extra.
it's
Funny.
30 extra missiles, which is like 1/6 of her health. It's plenty extra. Yeah, meanwhile, Hacksaw is also finally into Turin with 3070, which is also a great amount. Just unfortunately, the way the seed worked out with both runners pretty much checking the same things and went with a superior route, there wasn't really any options for divergence here. That was the difference in the race.
Hacksaw's being much more careful with this super management. Grabbed.
I get some pretty good drops. Yeah, now he's back up to full. Doesn't really care about the health if he's not doing Babe Skip. And we have the final phase of Mother Brain 3 for Gwen, right as Hacksaw is at the first baby cutscene.
Yeah, difference of the Torian elevator was 4 minutes in case anybody's keeping track. Hacksaw refilling missiles, definitely a lot more cautious.
Yeah, I also like to take this time to shout out our runners and the crew that can make this possible. Gwen finishes up, follow our runners, Not Now Gwen and Hacksaw. My name is Plunce. I'm joined by Bad Metroid for comms and our wonderful tracker Leno, always very active and helpful in the behind the scenes. And finally, Speed Gaming for, of course, actually making these streams possible. Which, I mean, we're on a great streak with restreaming races this season, so happy to see that.
Yeah, especially with like some days with 10 plus games, it's amazing we've had all of them streaming.
Yeah, not only the fact that there could be streams any day, but also like any hour, since everyone lives in different time zones. I believe Gwen's team is European time zone, so that's why they had this race relatively early. Nice behemoth spark from Gwen. Didn't have the instant setup, but had to crouch in the right position to get the behemoth spark. Yeah, I hate doing escape without a jump, even more so than like other items like speed. Just the jumps are just so much better. And Gwen is going to finish in first place with an official time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG.
GG.
And as I mentioned before in the beginning of the race, this is a much needed win for Tenacious 3, because that pulls them even with 3 wins in tied for 4th place, because for the last playoff spot in Norfair, and they have a chance to actually bypass and solo. Be solo in 4th place with another win in their upcoming race.
Let's see where Charge is. Was.
Yeah, it looks like Hacksaw had a pretty clean fight as well. He had a stall amount of ammo.
Oh, hey.
And now we're joined by our winner, Not Now Gwen. GG to you. And
Thank you.
I mean, what are your first thoughts about how that seed went?
That seed was nothing like I was expecting. It was so bad. Like, I went to Norfair twice before even doing anything. Like, no bosses. Yeah, I felt pretty bad, but I tried to stay calm. I thought about going for a high jumpless lava dive, but I was like, that's not the smart play here. And I thought Fantoon would be at Vex ship, so I was like, okay, let's go to Vex ship. And it wasn't, it was Ridley. Ridley bailed me out by giving me grapple. Reminded me that X-ray was a thing, and yeah, it just kind of went from there.
There were a lot of, if you watch Spec, there are a lot of really interesting things about the race. Hacksaw ended up pretty much doing the same thing as you, like the same checks. He did do Croc after Bubble Mountain, but what I liked was how I know both of you were surprised by Ridley being the ship, because I totally expected Fantoon to be a ship as well. So that fight was technically out of logic, but having the grapple was just even nicer. Just to be like, okay, well, we know it's X-ray, but the grapple makes X-ray even faster, not having to do what the seed actually wanted you to do, which was do X-ray with just the bombs and ice and the E-tanks.
So nice. So nice to get the grapple. Yeah, I
Okay,
think
so
one thing is.
Charge Beam was a shack tool, by the way.
Oh well, it's dead to me. It's never getting there.
Yeah, I know that. God, another charge jack tool seed. I kind of like the gamble is fun, but you didn't even have the items to really check it. Because doing ice clip like really sucks.
The other thing I
Yeah.
noticed was power bombs were supposed to be underneath spore spawn, so this was a very weird, a lot of slow gambles. Was the golden route.
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, neither of you gambled on spore spawn fight early, but it makes a lot of sense just because it's really
I didn't
slow
even
if
think
you
of
actually have to reset out of it.
Didn't think about that at all. Yeah, I guess the only other thing was when I got to low enough head boss and it was Dragon, I realized there's no more good Chozo checks left, so I just started getting ammo as hard as I could.
Yeah, Hacksaw was actually checking more minor item locations early, so he was ahead of you in the ammo at first. But then, yeah, you kind of just passed him once you committed to the ammo mode, because this was definitely a very generous seed for supers. I forgot the exact amount. Meanwhile, we're going to have a second place finish from Hacksaw with the official time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 9 seconds. So GG to him as well.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, I believe he's going to be joining us momentarily. Yeah, welcome Hacksaw, GG's.
GG.
Been talking to Gwen about the seed, and what are your thoughts about it?
It's too early in the morning for a seed like that. GG's.
Sorry it's so early. But GG, yes.
But yeah, like my brain wasn't awake enough to route that properly. And yeah, it was fun though. It was a lot of fun. I laughed really hard. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I almost like I was rolling my eyes thinking, oh, it's Chozo. It's always the same kind of thing, but not at all. A real curveball at us.
Yeah, and that whole no bombs thing at the start was just like, where do I go? It's like, I got curious about what was at ice. I didn't have a whole lot of energy. I was like, all right, I'm going to go try to get over there. Then I messed up, fell in the lava or whatever it is. Died trying to get to ice. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll go check the boss at Kraid. Didn't have any bombs to get there. And I was like, where do I even go from here? Oh yeah, Gauntlet. I can do Gauntlet. And then it was just go all over the place.
Oh, it's ugly. Going through Queen Bin twice is also ugly. Apparently we were meant to go to Spurspo though, which I didn't think about.
Yeah, I picked up... I can't remember where bombs were, but I ended up getting bombs. Those were at Gauntlet, that's right. I think that's when I went back to Green Brain. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, you guys did the double loop. Double counterclockwise loop back to ship and then to Brinstar again.
That's right. So we ended up getting all that. Yeah.
I felt like it never wanted to give us like really good stuff. It was just always kind of stringing you along, like, here, take an energy tank, take a missile pack or whatever. It's like, what? Where's my gravity suit? Come on.
I know. And then it was like, the first thing we got was speed. I was like, this is great. We got speed. We're never finding high jump boots. It's not going to happen. And we're going to get those awkward jumps the whole seed. I knew it was going to happen, and it happened.
I think those were at Plasma Beam, if I remember.
Yeah, neither one of us were getting that. And how it really end up at Rex Ship? That was supposed to be Fantoon.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, I already know how this is going to go. Fantoon's going to be up here and Dragon and Ridley going to be swapped. Got this.
It's exactly what I thought too. I was like, those two are going to be swapped. We're going to get Fantoon, and then we're going to have Gravity's going to be here somewhere, and then Charge is going to be somewhere weird. That's what I figured it was going to be. And then it was Ridley, and I was like, wait, what? I was glad I had enough supers, because I didn't even check for that ahead of time. My brain was already set on Fantoon.
I didn't either.
I mean, it's not common that you have X-ray required, because it's funny how, like, what you did that Fantoon fight, Ridley fight just fine, but it technically was out of logic without Charge. So this was just straight up an X-ray Force seed with just the bombs or ice beam plus E-tanks and Varsuit.
Yeah, I almost went there early, and then I forgot I had ice, because ice would have made it way easier. I would have actually done it, but I forgot I had ice. Not sure what I was thinking. Like I say, too early in the morning. Brain doesn't work.
Well, I'll say thank you very much for the race, and thank you for the comms and tracking as well. I'm gonna head off. It was a lot of fun.
GG.
And good luck. Good luck to your team for the next race too. I know it's
Good
coming
luck
up
to you guys
soon.
too.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep, GG to both of you.
Yep. Thank you for the restream. Thank you for the comms. Thank you for the tracking. Thank you, chat, for being here. You guys are all awesome. I'm gonna get out. Be awesome, everybody. Have a great day.
I think we should call it then.
Yeah, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, follow the runners. Haxon, Not Now Gwen. Follow the trackers. I'm bad at Metroid, and joining me was Ben Plumps. Lino's on tracking, or Lino Fist, I guess is the full name. And then also, yeah, there's another game between the same two teams coming up in, I think, 30 minutes.
Yep,
There's plenty
pretty
of
soon,
Metroid
on
on
the same
all day
channel.
today. Yeah, should be a pretty good game, a pretty good day for speedrunning. But yeah, that's it, and see you next mission.
Yeah, thanks. See you.